I am a man who dreamed of becoming a great martial artist like my father. However, he forbade me from learning because I had asthma and he felt it was too dangerous. I refused to give up and practiced in secret, copying the moves I saw. One day, I watched my father lose a match because he chose to show mercy. I was then taunted and easily defeated by his rival's son. That night, my mother explained that my father's rules came from love. She taught me that the purpose of martial arts was discipline, not revenge. But as a young boy, I only cared about becoming strong enough to defeat my rivals. I ignored her lesson and focused only on my own ambition. Years later, I grew into a famous and undefeated master, but my success also made me very arrogant and reckless. My arrogance only grew as I defeated dozens of opponents, including my childhood rival. I ignored the warnings from my best friend that my pride would be my downfall. He told me the people I surrounded myself with were dangerous, but I was too proud to listen. My only goal was to become the undisputed champion of my city, and I let nothing stand in my way, blinded by my own ego. My pride led to a terrible tragedy. My own students manipulated me into a duel with another respected master. Although I won the brutal fight, my opponent later died from his injuries. As an act of revenge, his godson then murdered my mother and daughter. Having lost everything because of my own anger, I left my city in disgrace, completely broken and filled with shame for what I had done. I wandered aimlessly until I was found by an old woman and her blind granddaughter. They took me in and showed me kindness. I began living a simple life as a farmer, slowly learning the value of humility and peace. Away from the fighting world, I started to heal. I practiced martial arts again, not for fame or revenge, but for inner balance. Finally understanding the lessons my parents tried to teach me. After years away, I returned to my city to find it controlled by foreign powers. I saw a newspaper where an American strongman called all Chinese fighters weak. With a new sense of duty, I decided to fight him, not for my own glory, but to restore the pride of my country. I defeated the giant, but showed mercy by saving his life at the end of the fight. My victory worried the foreign leaders, so they arranged an international tournament. I faced the world's best fighters, with the last one being a Japanese swordsman named Tanaka. During a break in our match, my enemies secretly poisoned my tea. I knew I was dying, but I refused to quit. I had to finish the fight for my people, no matter the cost to my own life. Even as the poison weakened me, I fought on with all my remaining strength. In the final moment, I had a clear chance to kill Tanaka, but I stopped my fist just before it hit him, choosing honor over victory. Stunned by this, he raised my hand and declared me the true winner. I collapsed and died, but I died as a hero.